In today's video, I'm gonna be talking about my favorite independent bottler of 2025. Hello and welcome back. My name is Vlad, and in today's video, I'm gonna share with you my top one, the best independent bottler of 2025. To be honest with you guys, a lot things happening all around the whiskey in the last couple of years, and the prices going up and up and up. Sometimes good whiskey is more difficult to get. Sometimes the good whiskey is not that available anymore as it was in the previous years, and mostly the price of the whiskey going up. And that's very unfortunate because we love whiskey. This is our passion, this is our drink of choice. This is part of the life. But luckily enough, we have loads of independent bottlers, loads of new independent bottlers, which stepping up towards us with good whiskies, relatively right prices, and a good quality. We have beautiful independent bottlers, Thompson Brothers. I think I need to mention also independent bottler who is not that well known out of the United Kingdom, which is Little Brown Dog. One of the newest independent bottlers company in Glasgow, Living Souls. That's only a couple of independent bottlers company who are making whiskey for the whiskey lovers. But none of this has been chosen by me this year as an independent bottler of the year. Actually, I have picked one of the oldest independent bottler company in Scotland. It was actually the third independent bottler in Scotland. Company running by Andrew Symington, and probably most of you know what I'm talking about at this moment. I'm talking about a Signatory Vintage independent bottler. Why? There is loads of reasons behind this, to be honest. Firstly, if you will go through the all Scottish independent bottlers, they usually follow the market. So the price is going up. Quality usually stay the same, sometimes going down, sometimes going up, depends. But availability might be quite difficult. But the prices, that's the biggest point. That's the point. The price is usually going up. And that's is created obviously by the economical situation, by the market, all these things which we don't want to be involved to, because that's not our business, that's not our point. And then we have Signatory Vintage. In the quite difficult moment when the whiskey prices went up, Signatory Vintage decided to release 100 proof series. And this series actually works against the market rules, because this series, I mean the prices of the 100 proof was silly low at this point, but that only shows what Andrew think about the whiskey lovers, what the signatory vintage thinks about the people. They want us to have an access to good quality, good whiskies, not opposite. They don't want to make a money on us. They don't want to make millions of incomes to picking the prices up, because they are independent bottlers. They've got quite big stocks already. They can make the prices following the market at this moment. And I'm not gonna go deeper in that, to be honest. What I want to say in this video, I picked the signatory vintage because of the prices which they charge us for the whiskies. And this series is the best example of it. 100 proof series. This whiskey on my table is one of the best examples of it. Mortlach, 2013, 12 years old, second fill Oloroso sherry butts, non-chill filtered, no color added, 57.1% of ABV. That is related to the name of the series, 100 proof, because the Imperial 100 proof means 57.1% of ABV. So all the whiskies from this series, they are bottled at 57.1% of ABV. They are natural presented with the age statement, and they all quite good quality as well. And the most important thing about this whiskey is the price of the whiskey. This bottle cost me £47. I paid £47 for 12 years old Mortlach with lovely high strength natural presentation. If you go and try to chase the official bottling from the Edradour Distillery, a 12 years old is bottled at 43.2% of ABV. If I'm right, I might be wrong, but around 43%. Chill filtered, caramel added, and it's cost now probably between 50 and 60 pounds. What are we talking about? You know, it's funny, you know. But because of the casks availability by signatory vintage, because the lovely stock which they already have after 40 years in the business, about 40 years in the business, they have probably close to 40,000 casks in a warehouse, and they are able to sell whiskey in that price. And that's why Andrew created 100 proof series to give us opportunity to try good natural presented whiskey which does not break your bank, which does not ripe your wallets, guys. That's the important thing. That's all, to be honest. I'm not gonna go any deeper with it. That I have decided to pick the signatory vintage of my independent bottler of 2025. If you want to know more about Andrew Symington, about the signatory vintage, about Edradour Distillery, which they own since 2002, I would recommend you to go to the link down below in description box, where you can go to the one of the latest VPAP of Aquavite, Roy Duff, where the Roy went to the Edradour Distillery, and he actually made a beautiful interview with Andrew, almost 3 hours interview about the business, about the independent bottling business, about the signatory vintage, about the Edradour Distillery. It's lovely to watch two guys sipping whiskey and talking about the business, about the whiskey, about the prices, where actually Andrew share loads of information about how this business works and why he decided to create this series and release that series for the whiskey lovers. So I will finish on this, guys, to be honest, and I pour this Mortlach whiskey just before I start recording this video. Smells lovely, smells so good. Typical Mortlach, dirty, slightly sulfury, fruity, lovely drop of whiskey. Guys, you can share your opinion about the signatory vintage. You can obviously share your favorite independent bottler in 2025. This is your time now. Just leave the comments, please. And guys, cheers to you all. Slanjeva, and see you in the next video.